Welcome to Small Town Snarks. I'm Joel.
And I'm Miranda. Let's get snarky.
So I said, pick him up, put him to bed, see that he's bathed and clothed and fed. You may ask how could I foretell he'd clean up oh so very well, but it was no surprise when I fixed my eyes and there he was.
That's not what I was expecting.
Hi, everybody. We're back.
We're back.
As we always are. Mm-hmm. Your trusted friends. And we've got a special guest. We've got an interview today.
Yep. We got an interview.
And this
long-awaited
interview. And this is like the perfect time to interview this person, simply because of the fact that we're like splitting Mamma Mia and Bright Star.
Yeah.
It was the Summer of Love 2022.
Summer of Love.
Whoa.
The summer of the renaissance of the theater company.
I mean, I guess we could say it was the theme of the summer with our shows was unexpected pregnancies.
Yeah, Summer of Love. Yeah.
You could call it that.
We're already going off the rails, everybody.
Miranda's on a lot of drugs today.
And Joel's not, but...
yeah. It was prescribed by a doctor.
Yes, thank you for specifying.
Yeah.
But yes, this person, who is just sitting here next to us at this present moment in time, came upon our small little company in the summer of 2022, and we are so grateful to say that she has never left, because we would not function without this individual.
Yeah.
Welcome to Small Town Snark, Savanna.
Welcome, even though I'm behind the camera a lot.
You are behind the camera a lot. But today you're in front of the camera.
I am. It's weird.
And behind the mic.
Here I am.
Yes.
Behind the mic.
How does it feel to finally be here? We've been talking about this for a while.
We have been.
Mm-hmm.
Since we started this podcast, a year ago now?
It'll be a year and a couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah, This whole time I've been like, we're going to get to Mamma Mia, and then it's my time.
It's your time to
shine. The podcast will be a year, and Pippin will be a year.
Oh, God.
Crazy to think about.
I don't know what it is about Pippin in particular.
I feel like it was 3 years ago.
It feels like it was 3 years ago.
It does. It feels like it was 3 years ago.
And it has been a year.
Not even.
It has almost been a year.
It was literally January of this year.
I know. And I think about that, and I'm like, wow, it has been one heck of a year. I mean, just so much going on, and so many things happening, but we're so excited to have you here with us today.
Happy to be here.
To discuss all things Savanna and Small Town Stars.
Mm.
So,
spoiler alert, audience. I mean, like they already said, I'm here. They couldn't get rid of me, so I'm still here.
Yeah, and like I said, we would not be able to function without you being here.
We haven't seen Savanna in about 2 weeks, and it has felt strange and uncomfortable, and there were times when I wanted to die.
But we're all reunited now.
Yes, we are. It did feel weird, though. Like, when I was driving here this morning, I was like, wow, it's been like 2 weeks since I've seen Miranda. This is weird. We usually don't go, 3 days.
I know. We were supposed to get together last week, and then you and I, Joel, ended up seeing a show, and it ran too late. And
yes, it did.
I think that show may have been what infected my body. Not because it was a bad show, but because
you were just around a lot of people.
I was just, I was thinking too much during the show. And I think my thought power
impaired your immune system.
Impaired my immune system. Thank you for putting it so eloquently.
Oh my God.
I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to let you lead this conversation.
I would be honored to. So we're going to hop back in our time machine back to the Summer of Love 2022. And Savannah, I'm going to ask you my favorite question that we ask people on their first episode is, how did you stumble upon Small Town Stars in the summer of 2022?
So, summer of 2022, I had just finished my first year of pharmacy school. And now for our audience, I'm currently in my last year.
Yeah,
so
you
I'm
are.
Still doing it. We're still here, but I'm almost done. I
Yeah,
graduate
you are.
in May. So just in my first year of pharmacy school, I went to a show at the high school that I attended, alumnus of, and the drama teacher was there, and she said, hey, you know, my daughter and, you know, some other people that are doing auditioning for the show Mamma Mia, you should go do it because you're home now and you have, you know, you're around. And I was like, okay, maybe I will. And then I did. I showed up and I met Dakota was the first person I met at the company. He was out at the table doing the sign up, so I talked to him for a little bit, and then I auditioned. I got in. Here we are.
I love that.
Can't get rid of me.
I love that. I have to ask. Do you remember the first time you met Miranda and I?
Well, I know Miranda was in the audition, like, when I auditioned. So, like, I remember seeing her there. And one of the other people helping with auditions I had also gone to high school with. So, one of our vocal directors that worked with us several times. So, I went to high school with her. She was several years older than me, but I recognized her. I don't think I remember the first time I met you, but it was later in the process, I know, because it was, like, I think it was closer to when, like, Bright Star rehearsals had started, and you just, like, happened to also be there, and I was like, oh yeah, who's this guy?
That's
Most people
usually how
describe
it
me.
happens.
Joel just happened to be around.
Yeah, you were just there.
Well, you kind of float in and out with people a lot, and then you'll be directing a show and they'll audition and they'll be like, oh, I finally get to meet you. Like, but you're just always there.
Joel's just around. He's here.
Yep, you were there. I don't think I officially really, like, met you until I started helping with Bright Star, because, you were around, but I was like, he's just here, like, helping, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that summer, like, I mean, we've talked about this with Mamma Mia in particular, but, like, it was such a busy summer, there was so much going on, and, like, Mamma Mia was very much its own thing, and Bright Star was its own thing, and, like, you know, I didn't really jump in with Mamma Mia until the end, but I remember Miranda saying to me, because you, correct me if I'm wrong, for Bright Star you stage managed.
I don't think I had that title. I helped you out backstage,
You
though.
helped me out.
I didn't have the official title of
Wow.
stage manager
Wow.
until Rent. That was the first time I had that
Oh,
title.
so you just helped backstage.
I was just there, because I think I remember asking, I was like, hey, like, do you guys need help backstage? Because I remember thinking, like, they probably should have a stage manager, but no one's here doing it. So what if I just helped?
Yeah, so
and
you
just,
were
like,
like
was an
the-
extra set of hands.
You were stage manager without the title of stage manager. I'm bestowing it upon you after the fact.
I helped a lot of people get dressed and finish makeup and everything. That was, like, my main thing I was doing backstage,
I just remember Miranda, I believe Savannah, we had a conversation about it, but I also remember Miranda saying, Savannah in the Mamma Mia cast would be really great to have backstage, and you should definitely talk to Savannah about being backstage. And I remember having that conversation, and I was like, I don't know Savannah, but, like, okay. And and now to this day, I'm like, the greatest decision we ever made. Just every time.
There are some people, I mean, Joel and I have had this experience quite a few times where I'll be directing a show or he'll be directing a show, and every once in a while there are people where we'll go to the other person and say, hey, like, you really need to try to keep this person around or get them involved in your show. And you were definitely one of those people where it's like, we need to find a way to keep her around.
100%.
Well, you did it, so
It
mission
worked.
accomplished.
We've got this routine down pat. I mean,
I know. And now your boyfriend's invested in the company too. Like, you ain't going anywhere.
No.
It's that you got to bring in a member.
And
You gotta bring in a
we're
new person.
married.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. We
Yeah.
should probably tell that story.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that open-ended.
Yeah.
What happened there?
So, for the audience to know. So,
Yeah.
Miranda and I directed a show together in April called POTUS. And for this show, we had to go to Lowe's in the middle of the day. At this point, we were both in a position where we could be out in the middle of the day doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, that was why we were there in the middle of the day. But we were there buying a toilet, like a full toilet for this show. And this employee walked by and asked, like, oh, like, can I help you with anything? And we were like, no, we're good. And then he made some kind of comment that was like, oh, like, it's just nice to see, like you ladies are here and, like, you're always welcome here. And it was like, he was clearly insinuating that he thought that we were lesbians. like whatever company
Getting
he was
like a
making.
toilet for our house.
Yeah. So after that, we've just always joked that we're married. We were assigned
love
lesbians
that
at
for you
Home
guys.
at Lowe's. Yeah.
So, in
Yeah.
case listeners, at least in March, there was an employee at the local Lowe's that
Yes.
is an ally.
Yes,
So,
which
Yes.
for around here, that's not always a guarantee. So,
Mhm.
you're probably you might be safe at Lowe's.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
There's one guy, at least one
but
guy.
that was a bonding experience
It was.
for us. We
Yeah.
bought a toilet together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like one of the stages, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that.
And it's still in the garage because I can't seem to part with it because I feel like we're going to need another toilet.
You never know.
You know, all those shows that have toilets.
Yeah.
I mean, Legally Blonde has a toilet.
I can think of one that you really want to do somewhere down the line that has a bathroom in it. So,
Yep.
So.
I'm with you on that. I can't
Mhm.
believe I picked up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So Mamma Mia, what?
Here we go again.
Here we go again. What do you remember about your Mamma Mia experience being in that cast?
I had a great time. It was a really, really nice cast. Everybody seemed really close.
Mhm.
It was a great time. Everybody was super nice. It was really fun. I remember the last show. It was during Chiquitita, and I just started sobbing because I was like, "This is over. I'm never gonna have this again." And I was like, so I ran to I found Jessie on the other side of the stage, and I just gave her a big hug, and she was like, "Oh, it's okay." It was her, and it was her first show with the company too.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Yeah, and it was just nice to have all those other people that are still a part of the company that also started with the company at that point.
Yeah.
Because there's several of us that was our first show, and we're here and on the board and stuff. So
And just
it's
y'all
a nice
are
bonding
around.
experience. Yeah, we're
Yes.
around. So yeah.
So adding into that summer of love, it's just positivity. People just wanted to stick
We
around.
should be sponsored by Trojan or something.
Whoa.
Anyways. Okay, so it was a positive experience.
Very
obviously.
positive experience. Yeah. It was the most fun I'd ever had up to that point. And I've told you guys this before, but my first year of pharmacy school, I did not have any social life whatsoever. I did not go out. I went to school. I came home. I studied. I did nothing. I didn't really do anything. So then all of a sudden coming and doing this thing where these are really nice people and these could be my friends. That was such a eye-opening thing. I was like, yeah, I don't want to leave. I'm having too much fun.
I want to hit on that point just real quick as a good. It's a really great point to make in that we are all professionals and we are all working professionals. We have careers outside of what we do here, and the number of people that say exactly what you said of theater is such a good outlet.
Yeah,
and I know you, Miranda and I. Sorry, I know listeners, and when I say you don't know who I'm referring to. Miranda, you and I have been very fortunate in the careers that we're working in, where we have some sort of creative, there's a creative aspect to the work that we do. And
not anymore for me, but
yes, but and I've heard from other people, similar to Savannah. I don't want to say necessarily that you don't get a lot of creative outlet in your career field, but it's so good to be able to have that as an opportunity and to not separate yourself from what you do regularly, but to still give yourself that outlet and that time to be creative outside of what you do. And it's such a great social activity, and it's such a great time to meet new people and just explore a version of yourself that you hadn't had since high school or from other experiences. So I love that.
I will say more and more I've been seeing with people that we're working with that more and more workplaces are becoming flexible with this type of thing, things that are really important to people, like theater. I've heard from a lot of people that they've been able to get out a little bit earlier, take a day off or whatever during tech week because their boss knows it's really important to them. So I think that's a positive sign of where we're heading, at least in this community, of people being a little bit more flexible so that people can have those creative outlets so that they're more recharged for their work. It benefits both sides.
Absolutely. It's that recognition of work-life balance, which is so incredible. And there is a lot to be said about when you have a creative outlet, you are better at what you do, just generally, because you're using your mind, you're using parts of your mind that you don't get to use regularly.
Exactly.
There's so many benefits to it. So you mentioned thinking at the end of Mamma Mia that was it. Like, that was,
Yeah.
The end of the road.
Yeah.
You've done the one show, and you're like, okay, great. It was a great time. Fun while it lasted. What would Savannah at this table say to that person right now? Just out of
Girl, you're
curiosity.
freaking out for no reason. Like, just keep going. Like, you're fine.
Like,
The shows are going to keep coming. They're
Yeah.
not stopping.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we talked in our last episode about the Sunday performance of Mamma Mia.
Ah, yes. What a time.
What a time.
What a
Do you remember that experience in real time? Like, do you remember what was going on?
Absolutely, because I remember, like, I'm somebody, I like to be early if I can, so I got there early, and I come in, and, like, Abby and Miranda are, like, sprinting, like, so I'm like, what is going on? And then I come in, and Abby's in the dressing room, and she's like, so Sophie's not going on today, I am. And I'm like, what? Like, is there anything I can do to help? And she's like, yeah, actually, like, I need some costume pieces, and so does Sophie. Can you, like, take her back to where, I'm sure that you've gone over this on the podcast, but, like, the costume room is far away. So I'm like, yeah, sure, okay, so I take Sophie back, and we're, like, finding stuff, and then I come back, and it's, like, I feel like it's not even 20 minutes later, and it's just, like, actually, just kidding, the other person that's going on. And I was like, okay.
It's just the unpredictability.
It was crazy. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it was a bonding experience for all of us because we made it work, and I feel like it was, the show must go on, and we made it work.
So true. That's what Miranda was saying too. Of, like, it was that cast was so tight knit that, like, everybody was just gung ho with, like, making it happen, which was so good.
It was fun. Yeah. Stressful but fun.
Yeah. So we talked about you supporting Tech for Bright Star. Yeah. What was that experience like? Do you remember?
That was also interesting because, like, my first time working with you, and I was obviously a different part of the company, not on stage, but backstage now. So I remember there was this one rehearsal we were doing where it was myself and the other, like, costumer, because that's what I had originally come in for. I was like, I'll help you with costumes.
Yes.
Like, I just wanted to be a part of it somehow. I think I had messaged Miranda on, like, the Mamma Mia Slack, and I was like, hey, like, do you guys need any help? Like, I'm available. So I remember this one rehearsal, we were, like, just going, they were doing a vocal rehearsal, and we were going in and just, like, putting hats on everybody. So we were like, everybody needs a hat, because that's, like, the era that they were in. So
yep, I remember that now.
We still somehow don't have enough hats for that time period. We run into this issue consistently.
It's such a specific time period, too.
Yeah.
Like, the hat, like, you can't just give any old hat. Like, it's just...
And hats are hard to store.
Yes.
And they piss me off, honestly.
They only remained in fashion for, like, 2 years at a time, so every style is slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah, did that, and then I came back for Evil Dead, and that was insane because we were cleaning up so much blood from the floor.
Fake blood.
Yeah, fake blood.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert to the audience. But anyway, that was a crazy experience.
Yeah,
that was probably the most traumatic one of that year, just because of all that.
So, to make a guess, since the summer of 2022, you've probably been a part of how many shows? If you had to...
At least 20.
At least 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't counted in a while.
I
stopped counting after like 10 or 11.
They all start to blur together, and it's do you have a favorite moment or a favorite show that you have worked on with the company?
Oh my god, that's hard. There's so many. I mean, even though I was only, like, tangentially involved with American Idiot, I think that's why that one is one of my favorites to at least, like, watch, because I was really just there, like, during Tech Week to help Miranda and Eric and, like, support them in any way they needed. So that was fun. Pippin was really great. I did enjoy being able to have my shining moment on stage. But I mean, I like being backstage. You guys know that. Into the Woods this summer was really that was really good. I feel like we pulled off something really special, especially with the one. Obviously, we'll talk about this later when we get to that show. But we pulled off the one tech rehearsal where we ran the show twice. I didn't think we were going to be able to do it. For those that don't know, that's a 3-hour show. That's a long show.
That Band-Aid was not holding that wound together well.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that since right now.
Yeah. But, like, we did that, and that was so impressive, and that was great. Yeah. We did so good that week, so I'm very proud of that show.
That was, like, In terms of logistical planning, I feel like the three of us were really in sync and on the top of our game.
That was some of
week.
our best work as a team. I think we did a great job with that show.
It's the collaboration.
Yeah.
It always, when we're on our game, we're on our game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty sexy.
So I have to ask, because we love the tea here.
Yeah.
Savanna, I asked you what your favorite moment and favorite memory and favorite experience was.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any, I don't want to say least favorite, but any like really memorable experiences or things that you're just like, I'm good, I wouldn't need to repeat that again?
I feel like we just talked about this recently, but the person in the trash can during Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah, there's that. I think we leave that one as an open-ended.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it when we get to that episode.
Yes, but from all the audience needs to know is that the cast for that show, I was stage manager for that show. They were giving me some trouble backstage.
Uh-huh.
They were giving me some issues, so that was a little difficult. And just obviously, again, we'll go through this when we get there. But tech for that show, nutso.
Yeah.
That is like top 3 worst tech weeks. That and Crucible is up there. Just because of all the movements we had to do. But yeah, those are things I wouldn't want to repeat again. That's for certain. Yeah.
I asked our last guest, Jesse, this question, and I enjoy this question, so I'm going to bring it back. What's the most unhinged you've seen me and Joel?
I mean, I feel like I'm seeing you unhinged all the time. So, also for context for our audience, so a lot of times during Tech Week, Miranda, Joel, and I will all talk on the phone after tech just to kind of debrief with each other.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when this happens, they'll start off the conversation kind of like they do every podcast episode. They'll just like start singing a song. And sometimes this will go on for maybe the whole song. So like a full like 3 minutes. And I'm just sitting there laughing in my car driving home. I feel like that's pretty unhinged. And then the falsettos Saturday show day.
That's what Jesse said too. I don't think I would have picked that as our most unhinged, but I think it's funny that 2 outside perspectives have.
Well, but all 3 of us were unhinged.
Yeah.
I was also unhinged.
We were holding ourselves together with Scotch tape at that point.
Yeah.
Like, it was, Elmer's glue. Like,
No, we were all unhinged, because honestly, if you asked Jen, she might say the same thing. Like, I mean, because she made comments to us.
Yeah, I was falling apart at that point.
We all were, and that's okay. We made a mistake, and we know that we're not going to repeat it, so it's fine.
We'll get there. I had a good time.
I mean, yes, I had a great time, but still,
However,
it was a struggle. It was a struggle.
I think we could do it again if it was for a show where we were crucial parts of... Which I feel like falsettos was a pretty good one for that, because we were there for support, but it was one continuous track, so we weren't we weren't having to hit a bunch of cues.
We'll talk about that more when we get to falsettos.
We absolutely will.
And I feel like Savannah, I feel like you see us unhinged a lot, because there are very few people that we are willing to fully drop our filters for, and you are one of those people.
I think there's a lot of times where the 3 of us are all unhinged together. Like, I think the first time was Into the Woods, the first time we just like started like yelling and screaming just like in the middle of the auditorium.
Oh, we had
the abyss.
Yeah.
Listeners, I mean, we'll get more into this, but this is one of my favorite things that we started, where we'll be like, we have 5 minutes, we can scream into the abyss, and we'll just find a place and hold hands and start screaming.
Sometimes it's just what you need. You
it
just
is.
need
And I think
to scream.
Yeah, like Grace joined us. I think we had asked my stepdad if he wanted. He was like, no, and he just kind of stood there looking at us judgingly. But you know what? That's fine. I expected that. So that's fine.
Savannah and I cried together during a tech week recently.
Yes, we did. Yep, that was a what a time that was.
I've got a question for Miranda, you and I, but I do just I have to sing praises to Savanna. I'm doing this to all of our guests. I've got all of the praises to sing. But
Well, we don't bring on the people we don't like.
Exactly. Totally. We love to have everybody on the podcast.
No, I would actually, I've said it before. When we have disagreements with people, I'm like, come on, let's talk about it. I would love to talk about it.
The one thing I will say, Savanna, and I can say this confidently for both Miranda and I, that you bring this energy to every rehearsal, whether it be a sarcastic energy or a lighthearted energy, or just like you show up and you're always on it, even when things are going crazy, even when things are hectic, even when you're at our busiest, you always show up and you're just confident and ready to go, and you're such like a good guiding light for us, which I can't say enough how much we appreciate that. And it like, my favorite thing is just like when you came in today, we're like, oh my gosh, Savannah's back. It just, it just your energy and support just brings the light to our rehearsing process, to our friendship, to just across the board. So just want to put that out there if we don't say it enough, how much we appreciate you. And
thank you. I love you guys. So.
Yes, we love you as well. Now, the unhinged question that I do have to ask. Miranda, what is your favorite memory of, like, the three of us or with Savanna or something chaotic? I have a really good one, but,
I know what the one you're talking about is.
I mean, the one that immediately comes to mind for me is we kind of put Savanna in somewhat of a costume for Rent in case she had to go out on stage and, like, fix things. And part of her costume was a cow hat. It was like a winter cow hat. Yeah. And one of my favorite parts of that show became, like, watching for that cow hat to just, like, glide across the stage, do something, and then walk off. It was so much fun. What's yours?
Savannah, you and I have worked on so many shows together. We have had the highest of highs, and we have, the three of us have been scraping the bottom sometimes trying to put the pieces together.
Sure have.
One of my favorite experiences ever working with you on a show will always be the work we did for Matilda, and I can't wait until we get to those episodes because, gosh, is there some unresolvedness there? Just like so much going on. And so it was like one thing after another. But my favorite memory, well, two favorite memories of you from that show. The first one is that damn chalkboard.
The damn chalkboard
was a menace to society. Anyone that's doing Matilda ever in the future, the first thing you need to think about, don't even think about auditions, the first thing you need to think about is how you're doing the chalkboard. That's rule number one.
Yeah.
Story number two of Savanna from that show. I feel like I was so good at being, like, listeners, I don't curse very often, and I don't get very angry very often.
He does not.
I really don't. And I try to be very composed, especially in a professional setting.
I'm the cursor in this trio. What? I'm the one that curses all the time.
I will say it was during the process for Matilda, after one of the nights of tech, which we'll get there about the specifics of this, but I was receiving a lot of criticisms. It was a big show. It was a really, really big show with a lot of moving pieces, literally a lot of moving pieces, a lot of performers, a lot of kids, just high intensity all the time.
Strong personalities,
a whole bunch of stuff. And I, after one night of tech, received just a couple of pieces of criticism that kind of just pushed me beyond my breaking point. And we had one of those post-tech week calls where I had some very big feelings that were accompanied with some very big words and some very big feelings. And I will never forget talking to Savanna and Savanna just hearing all of this and then talking to Miranda, like the three of us just having this phone call of just like...
Are you just screaming?
I was just screaming. And I was so appreciative of the two of you just being like, yeah, we know this is awful, but like, okay, great. We got to figure it out because we're doing a show in 48 hours. And it happened. And it's just one of my favorite memories of all time.
Yeah. See, and here I thought you were going to talk about when I threatened to throw Daryl off the loading dock.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, okay, we can tell that story real quick.
Okay, so
Daryl's
listeners, no one would ever hurt Daryl.
No,
we
this
love
was all a
Daryl.
They're not stupid.
Oh gosh, we really do love Daryl. but,
Listeners, I have to step outside to cough, but Joel's gonna keep talking.
we adore Daryl, and sometimes we make jokes at Daryl's expense because Daryl makes jokes at our expense.
Yep.
And he's really good at taking the jokes, but he's also really good at delivering them. And I don't remember what he said.
He was like doing something backstage.
Oh, he was doing something
You
backstage.
and Grace were back there.
Yes, and I had
Yeah.
my head. We were all on headset.
Yeah.
And I'm standing in like a quiet corner backstage. It was near the end of the show. It was like a really quiet point in
It was
the
a
show.
quiet show.
And I'm like standing right in the wings, and like there's no space backstage, but I had like this corner that I would stand in when I was backstage. And all I heard was something along the lines of, Savanna just threatened to throw Daryl off the loading dock. And I'm standing there, of course, I'm on headset, no one around me can hear what's going on, and I just start cackling. And everybody is looking at me. It's like like it wasn't even like a loud cackle. It was just like through your teeth, kind of just like chuckling. But everybody back there was looking at me. I remember one particular person looking at me and being like, "What? Oh, this person's been on already." Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Jordan was in the wings and saw me and was like confused, but I was just chuckling because all I'm hearing is Savanna threatening to throw Daryl off the loading dock, and I just such a solid memory and experience. And I'm like, the best part was it didn't even like the comment itself, as funny as it was, didn't faze me, which I think was the funniest part too. I was just like, oh, Savanna, like.
I think we've said this on the podcast before, but every time someone new ends up being on headset with us, I literally have to warn them about how unhinged we get on these headsets. And Savanna was the one who recommended that we purchase these headsets, and I think they were the best purchase this year.
They're so good.
Like, they have changed our lives, honestly.
They
like,
make it so much easier.
It just, I want more of them. I want to be on headset with you guys all the time.
Yeah.
Just constantly 24/7.
I still think we should drive down the road with the headsets on and see how long we'll be connected.
See how big the range is.
I love it.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are probably some of my favorite memories. Savannah, it's always a privilege working with you, and just working on shows. It's just always a better experience when the three of us are working together on shows.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm looping her in to help me with some puppets soon.
Oh, there you go. Ooh, spoiler alert.
Yeah. Some guy's gotta be like 7 feet tall. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything else you want to share on this episode, Savannah? You know you're going to be back.
Yeah, I'll be
We've got
back.
stories coming.
Do you have anything, like, we're teasing your drug corner segment. Do you have anything to say about drugs today?
Tylenol does not cause autism.
There it is.
Despite what some idiot says. Yeah, it doesn't. Everybody
You heard it here. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Tylenol does not cause autism.
Neither do vaccines, just so we're clear.
And also, there's nothing wrong with being autistic.
No, there's nothing wrong with being autistic.
Exactly.
Just also,
A crazy thought.
Another thing to be clear on. I am also neurodivergent. I have ADHD. There's nothing wrong with being neurodivergent. It's fine. You're just a person. You're just a little different. Who cares?
Exactly.
Not everyone's brain works the same.
No.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't, because the world would be a lot more boring.
It would be.
Ain't that the truth?
I gotta take drugs to fix my brain every day. You know what? It works. I'm cool. We're good.
Yeah.
Again, prescription drugs, legal drugs that have been prescribed to me by a doctor. Just so we're clear.
Just so we're clear. Yes. Just clearing up any concerns.
I know, we were gonna get people writing in. Well, what are you taking? What's going on?
No, prescription drugs,
Yes.
legal drugs.
Yes. Want to make that very clear.
Yeah, if anybody wants Savannah's Drug Corner, again, I'm almost a pharmacist, so
There you go.
I'll talk about drugs all day.
There you
That's all
go.
I do at work. So
That.
Yeah.
Yes, every time we have Savannah on, there will be a drug corner segment. If you want to hear more, listeners, write in. We'll have Savannah on every episode.
Okay.
submit your requests for drug information.
Joel,
Miranda.
I guess I'll miss Savannah
Explain it if you
Cannot. We'll see you next time.
Savanna was
listeners.
in Pippin, if you all didn't know.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
Well, if you didn't know, you know what? You missed out on some of the jokes.
Yeah.
You need to see all the shows.
I was a blonde. I'm naturally a blonde, but I dye my hair red. But anyway, I wore a blonde wig, so, spoilers. Go watch the show. Well, you can't watch the show, but go look at the pictures.
Yes. Yeah,
Go
you
look at
missed
the
out.
pictures.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Savannah had to walk outside in snow. We'll
I
get
did.
there, listeners.
Like,
Even
half
if you're
naked,
across the country, you should be flying in.
to see
to
these
see
shows.
these
If
shows.
Meryl
You should.
Streep can do it, you can do it.
Exactly.
Make it
And the
work.
acrobats, and even the sharks. We flew the sharks in. Get with it.
That's the other thing Savannah does. I forgot, we didn't mention that. Savannah always wrangles the sharks when we get
Yeah,
to the
Yes.
shows.
and handles all of Meryl's travel arrangements.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
Yeah.
that's one of Savannah's many talents.
Yes.
Yeah.
My job.
Oh my gosh. All right, listeners. We'll see you next
See you
time.
next time.
See you
Peace out,
next
guys.
time for more tea.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap. Thanks for getting snarky with us. We'll see you later.
See you next time.